We're in today with the legendary GTX Titan Z. We're gonna see how this 2014 video card is running in a couple of games with 2880 shader, 6 gig of GDDR5 Hynix, 384 bits bus width, running at 706 MHz on the core clock and 1753 MHz on the memory clock. We're gonna pair it up with this i7 9th gen with 8 cores and 8 threads. We're gonna see a couple of games how they are running in SLI with this beef of a monster video card. Let's jump in. Let's jump in GTA 5 and see how the GPU is performing with DirectX 10, 1080p, FXA for edges, and normal details. I want the best performance from the video card. I want high FPS. So let's see how the GPU is running with normal details. We are in GTA 5 online with the Titan Z. Seriously, this is gonna be very interesting. Like 100 FPS on average. Let's see the garage, how it looks, and now it performs there. From 100 FPS to 87 FPS in the garage. Kind of interesting. 78 FPS in the garage. I'll take those numbers. I must say this is the right game for this video card because it got 40% load on each core. 575 MHz on the core clock. Whoa, it's underclock. Seriously, doesn't need the full speed. I mean, 700 megahertz, I think it's for each core. But if it's on this amount, I think is to preserve the power. It's only got 47 degrees. That's very good because I changed the thermal paste. But I put on 85% the fan. That is 3140 RPM. So I can keep the GPU cool. I remember buying this video card and it was not working. It was artifacting. So I reflowed the GPU. And yeah, I'm afraid about losing this one, so hence why I got the high RPM. Secondly, I want to see how much VRAM is using this video card because it's 6 gig VRAM, and I want to see if it's splitting the VRAM for cores or it's adding up the whole load on both of the cores. So it says at the end of the day, yeah, you're using 6 gig of VRAM, you know, but I don't think it's gonna use 6 gig. It's gonna use only 3 gig and it's gonna split it to each core. I don't know. I wanna see. I wanna test more games and I wanna see how they are performing with this lovely monster of a Titan Z. Let's see how it runs in the casino. 588 megahertz on the cores. It's okay. It's less than 50% load, so I'm guessing that's the only reason why it's underclocked. We reached 3000 megabytes of VRAM utilized with this video card. Hopefully we can find the other games that is using more VRAM so I can see if the GPU is performing really well. Games that need to run on this video card, it's Modern Warfare 3 on maximum details. Needs to run really good with 1080p and maximum details, Modern Warfare. So let's jump in and see how it's running. I mean, on maximum details, the game is performing really well with 91 FPS. This is kind of interesting to see the performance. You know, only 20-30% core load on this video card with 575 megahertz on the cores. It's kind of interesting because I put the fan on 85%, that is 3100 RPM, and is delivering 9 maximum performance with maximum details, and it's only utilizing 800 megabytes of VRAM. This is interesting. Even the VRAM, even the memory clock, it's super low, like 300, 800 megahertz. Look at that. Underclock GPU, seriously, in order to maintain the performance, to maintain the temperature on this video card. I have no problem with this video card like this. It's like, it's a monster for this game, seriously. The FPS is not even needed. I mean, in some situations. The performance from this video card is not even needed, seriously. Titan Z, it's an overkill for this game. Look at this, 30% load. Let's see how Black Ops 2 is working with this video card on maximum details. No VSync. Alright, so overall got the FPS that I want from this video card with nearly 200 FPS. You can actually see that the details are good, kind of good in the game. You know, I have no problems utilizing this video card overall. I got like 50% load on the... No. 50% load on the cores with 1 gig on the frequency of the core, and it's not that bad, you know. It feels with 85% on the fan with 3100 RPM on the fan that the temperature is getting there, you know, 72 degrees on the core of this. Oh, kind of awesome performance. Where was he? from the other side of the map. Definitely we need to try Battlefield 3 and see how it runs. Going 1080p, I have VSync on. Let's disable it and max it out. Ultra. Let's see how much you get. Nearly 200 FPS. Yes, that's the one I want. 70-80% load on the cores, 993 megahertz on the core clock. That is the perfect number for this video card. So I want this type of performance. How are we doing with the temperature? 66. So good temperature in this case. I have no problem with the performance. The core on the video card managed to reach 1020. That is good. 86% load on the GPU. The only thing I can do is start to enjoy the game because this is the right GPU for this game. You can actually see that the frame time is like 6 ms and holding pretty well with this amount of FPS. Does it drop? Apparently it doesn't drop. In this situation, you can actually see the GPU is getting hot because I get load on the video card, you know, so 60-70% load on the cores, maximum frequency on the cores, 85% only on the fan with 3100, and that is the one that is keeping the GPU on check, you know, the RPM. How about Battlefield 1? Let's see the details here. Advanced, auto, medium, we put high because ultra, let's put ultra. And render scale, how much? 100% on 1080p. Let's see this. Let's get some plonkers here in our site and try to execute it. I got 100% load on the core. Whoa, this is good. I want to see the GPU being utilized here. 160 FPS, 77 degrees on the temperature. Can actually see 97% load on the cores, and I like it. 67. Actually, be on higher frequency on the core. No, even the VRAM is utilized. Where was he? But regardless, the GPU is a fantastic option for this game. Seriously, look at it. 2.5 gig of VRAM, maximum frequency on the memory clock, almost maximum on the GPU clock, but I'll take it as a win. This is exactly the right performance for this. Well, apparently ARK Survival is working on this Titan Z, so we're gonna take a look and see how it's handling the game, you know, in SLI. You know, if I put it on Epic, does it bottleneck or something? Let's see. I got like 60 FPS. It looks fantastic. So let's see how it's working with Epic details as a preset, because this is much better than lagging in that new game. I have to wait a couple of generations until we can manage to maximize. What the heck is this? So 65 FPS in ARK Survival. Apparently we are good with the GPU. 79 degrees, 98-99% core load. You can see that the GPU is doing a fantastic job by maintaining the FPS and the frame time. I mean, frame time 15 ms, it's okay with this because it's on maximum, it's on Epic, so can't complain here. You know, the details are here, the performance is here, everything, it's just fantastic with this video card and the performance, you know. So on the VRAM, I got like 2.6 gig of VRAM utilized with maximum frequency on the clock, on the memory. You know, so overall the system is doing fantastic. The CPU is not utilized, 30-40% with less than 50 watts consumption on the CPU and 10 gig of system utilized. Now that's a good performance from the system. Let's see how Witcher is working with, I don't know what settings I have, but I definitely want to put it on ultra because let's see. Do you want to apply? Yes, I want to apply the settings. So how are we doing? Wow, very glitchy. Wow, what's this? Managed to trip out the video card, seriously, in such a way. Ooh. Let's take the hair off. Okay, without hair is doing fantastic. Alright, so how is this? 98% load on the cores. That's a fantastic. 954 on the clocks on the core, 85% fan, and 78 degrees. Right, we step up 100% on the fan to see if I can cool the video card down, 74. And it's utilizing 2.6 gig of VRAM. The system is doing fantastic with 11.5 gig of system RAM, 40% maximum load on the CPU with less than 50 watts. That is good for the CPU, but on the GPU, it's maxed out. I even had to put the RPM on maximum, on 3700 RPM in order to keep the GPU on 77 degrees with maximum core load. Frequency is not that max, but it's there on the spot, 941. I will never play this. Maybe I put it on medium to high details or something like that, and let the GPU have hundreds of FPS, lock it to 60 FPS, then I will definitely enjoy the game. All right, let's jump into Wreckfest and see how the GTX Titan is holding this game with maximum details. This is gonna be interesting because not a lot of games that runs on SLI with racing, you know. Oh, damn, Daniel. Okay, so locked to 60 FPS. 4.8 gig of VRAM, yes. Oh no. Let's try again to see how the Titan Z is working. I think it's gonna be a magnificent experience in the game. The performance is spot on with this. Boy, the details is real with this game. Look at this. Freaking awesome how it's working with this Titan. What the? 50-60% load on the core. That's good for the video card. If you're interested on an SLI like this with Titan Z, yeah, Wreckfest is your game because it's holding pretty well and it doesn't bottleneck the cores. But yes, I don't mind 60 FPS. I know 100% sure that if I unlock it or disable VSync, it will work better, but it will bottleneck the GPU. And in this situation with 50% load on the core, you can actually see the temperature are sitting pretty well with 81% on the fan, you know, 3000 RPM. If you can find this video card cheap, I recommend it because it's a freaking awesome video card, but it becomes very rare and people just jump on it, and I hardly think you can find it cheap. Disregarding that, I like the GPU, and yeah, that's it. I can't say nothing about this because it's freaking awesome. The only thing is left is, yeah, I'm just curious. What do you think about this Titan Z? Because I love it, you know, I love this video card, and I hopefully get another opportunity to play more games with this. Seriously, I love this video card.